Hello, it is fishbulbgeek and I am back with Urza, and we are gonna start the Assassin's Guild questline today. Although I did forget one little bit of flavor text for completing everything in these guilds, so it's quite a nice little conversation with Delvin.
Rough is rough, but when someone
Things are looking up around here, lass.
I'll pass it
And I hope
along.
everybody's just everybody be chill. We're gonna have a conversation.
I hear Endon's quite pleased to have his merchandise back. He's a powerful ally in Markarth. Should help the guild regain a foothold in the west. The guild's at full strength, and we have you to thank for it. We've had our share of dark times, and now they seem like a distant memory. I'm gonna tell you something you'll never hear me say again. And if you tell anyone I told you, I'll deny it. When you walk through the guild, don't be ashamed to hold your head high, because you're the best damn thief in the place. The only way this guild's going to continue to grow is by taking extra work.
Yeah, buddy. Vex just told me the same thing when I handed in a job.
See you,
and
lass.
you know what?
How are things?
The guild's pretty darn grown, but I thought that was such a nice thing for him to say that it was rude not to share that, and it's kind of awesome. And he's right. We have done. I mean, look how much work we've done. Done all this. I haven't done enough jobs yet. Get like all of the little things on the shelves. I'm just going to do that, like by the by. But I do want to start the Assassin's Guild, so I should have gone the other way. It's arguably quicker. Not by much, to be fair, let's be honest. These tunnels are pretty tiny. So, yeah, we are going to go to Winterhold, pick up the mission, and then we're going to come back to Riften, but that's fine. I haven't decided how I'm going to commit my murder yet, because normally it's stand in a corner of the orphanage and shoot her with a bow and bugger off. But obviously I don't quite have that skill. So, yeah, I'll think about that. For now, let's just go to Windhelm. Windhelm, yes. Break into the Arindel property and speak to this rather tragic soul. I suppose for the Assassin's Guild, I should attempt... This is going to be really interesting. Almost all of my assassinations have been... bar one. The very last one you do? I think all of them bar one have been with a bow from a distance. Because I always thought that always made sense to me, because it's like, you don't want to be too close, you want to have that good escape route all ready to go, and it's just a smart way to play it. But I'm not exactly that subtle or stealthy, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Because technically, I'm more of a brute force in it. I'm leaning towards...
So very tired.
Stealthy backhand with the dagger.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Please, how long must I do this? I keep praying, Night Mother. Why won't you answer me? Die, Grilla, die! Die, Grilla, die!
I mean, this is
Please,
some effort he's put
how
into
long
it.
must I do this? I keep praying,
I mean,
Night Mother. Why won't you answer me?
How hard must it be to get a human heart and human flesh?
Sweet mother.
Really, Aventus, what
Finally,
have you been
my
up
prayers
to?
have been answered.
Please stand up straight.
It worked! I knew you'd come! I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then you came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood. You don't have to say anything. There's no need. You're here. Accept my contract. My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Overhaul. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind. But she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind.
Yes, I will.
Please hurry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.
Now, I do have... this has literally just occurred to me, and I don't think it's ever occurred to me in any other playthrough. This is still his house, right? Who's in charge of this property while he's presumably growing up in the orphanage looking to be adopted? Weird. Right. Back to Riften we'll go. No, that's not the map. And yeah, have a leaning towards being more patient. Wait until she goes to bed and stabbing her when she goes to sleep, using invisibility and muffle. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what springs to mind. I mean, charging in with a mace or a sword or an axe, it's got this, you know, I mean, it's brutish. It's got the same energy as being a brute. It sends a message. Oh, if I could get into that door, can I get into that door, or is that just a good place to hide?
You look like you could use a drink. What do you say to some cheap mead?
Cheap mead?
I'm selling the best mead in town for cheap. Interested? No, friend. You've got it all wrong. I'm not selling cheap mead. I'm selling good mead for cheap. Blackbriar mead. I sell cases of it for half of what the inns and taverns pay through the meadery. All I need is someone to deliver it for me. If anyone saw me leave Riften, they get suspicious. I need someone to take this small keg of Blackbriar mead to Wilhelm at the Vilmer Inn in Alverstead. Drop it off, and he'll trade you something for the delivery. Keep it as payment for the legwork. Oh, and if you bump into Indarin from the meadery, keep your mouth shut. He'd write us out in a second. Good. Now get going.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from
Remember, keep this to yourself.
I'm not sure I've ever done that. I've done a mission that involves him, but I think it's normally the skooma one. Which reminds me, I do have to go ahead and do that at some point. You literally just gave it to me. I've still got a job of my own. Bugger off. Right, let's go in and scope out the situation here in the orphanage. Would be better if it was night. Maybe I'll just lurk and then advance it hour by hour.
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Scarlet.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grella. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes.
Ah, is that your bedroom? Alright. Okay, now to sneak through and do this. Okay, I think I can get away with this. Invisibility and muffle. Let's give it a try. Muffle. What does this do for me? How am I detected? I'm freaking invisible. That's so annoying. I don't want to close the door, but I also do. Right, what weapon do I want to use? Something quiet. I think a firebolt would probably do it, you know. Haha! It did! The pig children. What is this? Okay, blah blah blah. Oh, is this about orcs? You know what, Grelod? I'm always happy to do. Uh oh. Crap, 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 crap. Run!
Someone has killed Grillin!
Right, I think I got away with that. There's no way I got away with that in all honesty, but oh, that was the. Well, that's fine. We can fast travel from here and go back to Aventus. Yeah, normally I just like stand at the back of the hall, get my bow out, snipe her, usually while she's still in the middle of that disgusting speech, and then just walk away. Wonder if I should try role playing as a mage assassin, because that still allows me to have a bit of distance. Well, that's not a bad shout, actually. Yeah. Yeah, go for being a mage assassin. I don't think I've ever gone that route before. Right, new challenge. Kill everyone with magic. Have I... No, it is this way. Oh, it just looks different at night, that's all. Ha, I'm a dumbass.
Well, Growlhog the Kind. Is she, you know... Aha! I knew you could do it. I just knew it. I knew the Dark Brotherhood would save me. Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. Thank you. Thank you again.
There we go. That is us done. Okay. And it's just a family heirloom, which you know what? Maybe I won't sell it this playthrough. Maybe I'll keep a hold of it as a memento of my first assassination for hire. I should say assassination for hire, although I'm sure I've done similar things, although strictly speaking, not assassinations. Right, now let's go and find a bed to sleep in that makes sense if I get kidnapped from it. Which, kudos to them for being able to carry off that part of it. Where do I have a bed? I mean, obviously I've got my room. Oh, you know what? Let's just go to the... That's not what I meant to do. That's still not the map. Pick the map. We're not far from the Archmage's quarters. We'll go for here. There is no bed that doesn't make sense, that it makes sense that they could actually kidnap me from if it's in one of my own properties, which is always the tough choice. I can't see anybody bribing Lydia, for example, to let them walk away with me. Serana is probably back in her home her family home, her ancestral home. I've never bothered to check, so I don't know where she is, but I assume that's where she is. But we've done a bunch of missions with her. Technically, I can't see anybody letting me let me break out from this place. But we'll go for it. You know what? We deserve a good 8-hour rest. I don't think we get 8 hours, but you know, we'll save our sleeping for 8 hours.
Sleep well.
And here we go, Astrid, the dumbest person in all of Skyrim.
Does it matter? You're warm, dry, and still very much alive. That's more than can be said for old Grelod, Half of Skyrim knows. Old hag gets butchered in her own orphanage. Things like that tend to get around. Oh, but don't misunderstand. I'm not criticizing. It was a good kill. Old Crone had it coming. And you saved a group of urchins to boot. But there is a slight, problem. You see, that little Aretino boy was looking for the Dark Brotherhood. For me and my associates. Grelod the Kind was, by all rights, a Dark Brotherhood contract. A kill that you stole. A kill you must repay.
See, he says he's been doing that for a long time, and he must have been before I heard about it. And so it's like common knowledge that he's been seeking out the Black Sacrament and the Dark Brotherhood to kill Grelod the Kind for him, or at least they could have gone to him at any point, and they must have heard about it, to get this contract. So it's more like, I didn't steal it from you so much as do what you couldn't be bothered to do, which, as we all know, you don't run things the way you should, Astrid. Don't worry, we'll clean it up for you.
Funny you should ask. If you turn around, you'll notice my guests. I've collected them from, well, that's not really important. The here and now. That's what matters. You see, there's a contract out on one of them, and that person can't leave this room alive. But, oh, which one? Go on. See if you can figure it out. Make your choice. Make your kill. I just want to observe and admire. Am I to take your silence as acceptance? Then you know where we stand. Make your kill and we're square. Repayment of your debt is but a discreet knife thrust away.
Please. Right, okay. Does not matter which one of these you kill. It's really weird. Literally all of these could be people that have contracts out on them, but I'm not convinced any of them do have contracts out on them. She just wants to see you kill and know that you'll do it for orders. So, do we even really need to speak to these people? Not as such. Right, utterly merciless. By the way, I'm pretty sure I could take care of the fight.
Aren't we the overachiever? 3 possibilities, 3 victims. Must have been one of them, right? So why take chances?
Something like that.
Indeed. For you, my friend, seem to understand what's truly important. When I give an order to spill blood, you follow it. No questions, no remorse. Of course. And you've repaid your debt in full. Here's the key to the shack. But why stop here? I say we take our relationship to the next level. I would like to officially extend to you an invitation to join my family, the Dark Brotherhood. In the southwest reaches of Skyrim, in the Pine Forest, you'll find the entrance to our sanctuary. It's just beneath the road, hidden from view. When questioned by the Black Door, answer with the correct passphrase, "Silence, my brother." Then you're in, and your new life begins. I'll see you at home.
Right, I do love it that, okay, they've got hoods on and they don't see anybody's faces, but if any of these had been left alive, she'd have just blabbed that whole information, because, yeah, you only have to kill one of them. So, you know, not very security conscious
Remember,
conscious of you,
the
Astrid.
sanctuary is in the southern pine forest, just beneath the road and away from prying eyes.
Either that, or she does plan to just murder whoever before she leaves. But, yeah, I'm not a fan of Astrid. Very first time, before, you know, when I was still learning the whole quest and everything, I thought Assassin's Guild, Astrid's actually quite cool. And then you do more of it, and then it's just like, not convinced anymore. But, yeah. And then, yeah, you get to the end of it, and then you're just like, no, you're not at all cool. Still, it is what it is. And no, bloody hell, really? And the quest is still quite fun. Just mechanically to do. And I want that. Oh, right, okay, fair enough, that has to be. I always think that I'm going to equip that into my right hand. I think it's because I'm left-handed and that's how I would do it. Seems weird it does seem weird to me to attack with your right hand as opposed to your left. I could just run away from this dragon. Actually, he's on the ground. Why don't I charge over there and try and fight him? That might have made more sense, actually, to run over and get the kill while I could. Yeah, it makes a lot more sense to just charge him with Dragonbane. It's going to be faster. What are you fighting? You fight a troll? Oh, that'll give you good one for your money. It's only a baby frost dragon. Oh, I say that, it's quite tough. Oh, bloody hell. I did not expect that. Oh, maybe I should have done that, actually. Oh, that's going to take ages to reach her. Are you going to, like, be a... Oh, you're such a champ by landing for me. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Not a bad little reward there, actually. Where am I going? Falkreath. Yes. Let's head to Falkreath and the actual Dark Brother. We're quite a distance from there. I don't think I've actually found... No, I haven't found it yet. Right. Do I have anything I need to do in Falkreath? I think I've still got a couple of Daedric quests. In fact, I've definitely still got some Daedric quests. There's the Mask of Clavicus file. I don't think I've done the one with the werewolf either for the Hunter's Ring. I know that's not the name of the Daedric Lord, but it's either I'll do them later. I've started the Assassins.
Some old lady who runs an orphanage. Those poor children must be hot.
Kind of the opposite, not gonna lie. Yeah, because, right, you...
I've been looking for you.
Are a courier.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. There's a new lady in charge of the orphanage in Riften. She asked me to hand out these notices to everyone I met. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Alright. Fair one. I've forgotten which way. I think we'll go this way. Because, although we do need to speak to the hunter to get the meat, I think, before we can start the quest with old Barbus. Why did I say Barbus? I just think of him as the great speaking dog. I think it's called Barbus though. We haven't spent any real time in Falkreath yet. Now you are just there, yes. Fairly well hidden. I'm going to be honest about that.
What is the music of life?
I both do and don't like the door. The door is cool. I don't like the sound of that. Those lines it's sharp and tonally and nasally, and it just oops. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of how that line sounds. It's a cool line, just it's a bit too sharp. Always sends my ears slightly ringing. Now, this is a cool place. We'll speak to you in a moment. I want your stone of Barenziah, which I'll be honest, check the Dark Brotherhood. I do love that that little hint comes up. Is one of the main reasons I decided to do this quest next, because that, and then coupled with the murder investigation, gets me access to the other building in Winhelm, and then I think there's. Yeah, there's a couple of properties that you need to be able to buy, actually. But those two, yeah, I might as well get them now. Oh, Sithis. I'm not sure if we should take that. Seems like it's got a pride of place. Sod it. I quite like it. It's unique. I think it's unique. It's fairly unique. Shredded Kelmasca, shredded hood, shredded robe, shredded shoes. Hand wraps. I think, does that mean oops, didn't mean to wreck it. Does that mean I could pick up literally everything without ever joining the Dark Brotherhood? I mean, we're gonna join.
At last. I hope you found the place all right. Well, what happens now is you start your new life in the Dark Brotherhood. You're part of the family, after all. This, as you can see, is our sanctuary. You won't find a safer place in all of Skyrim. So get comfortable. Yes, the silence suits you. Gives you an air of mystery. Now, down to business. I'm arranging a job for you. But in the meantime, go talk to Nazir. He may have some smaller contracts to tide you over. Soon the Night Mother will arrive, and things around here are sure to get even more interesting. But one last thing. A welcome home present. The armor of the Dark Brotherhood. May it serve you well in all your endeavors.
Okay.
Be sure and introduce yourself to your new family members. They're all very eager to meet you.
Let's check out this armor. Now, I think I downloaded a mod, but I can't remember if it gave me heavy Assassin's Guild armor, or if it just gave me better looking armor. Why have I got some of this stuff, and why have I never bothered to get rid of it? Okay. Poison resistance by 50%. Okay. Muffled and move silently. Now that's amazing, I'm not gonna lie. Backstab does double damage. That's actually quite good. I think that's good looking armor. I don't think that looks modded to me. It does not look in any way base armor, but it looks pretty good. We might as well. I know it does make me overloaded though, so I'm not going to spend the whole time walking around like that. Although I probably could just get rid of some of that stuff. Now, if I take those, can I break everything down for the enchantments? I gotta double check. Gotta double check. Backstab does double damage. Double sneak attack damage with one-handed weapons. It's the same thing. Oh no, it's not. Oh no, that is just backstab. Huh. 25% better. Aha! Destruction spells cost 15% less to cast. Now that's... Alright, so that's what I'm after. So I've got the... I'll take the shoes, the destruction spells, the sneaking, and hand wraps. I mean, that's all... That's actually, yeah, pretty good. Okay.
I'm afraid I don't have a primary contract for you yet.
Again. Do the part where he tries to buy you some candy.
Okay, wait. Here we go. Oh, you're such a pretty little girl. Would the sweetie like a sweetie? Oh yes, how about some chocolate? Oh yes, please, kind sir. My mama and papa left me all alone, and I'm so very hungry. I know a shortcut to the candy shop, through this alley. Oh yeah, very good, very good. My, it's dark down here. Oh, but you're so beautiful, such a lovely smile. Your teeth! No!
No, Babette, but you are so wicked.
What about you, Festus? How did that last contract turn out?
Oh, yes, please, old man. Regale us with your tales of wizardry.
Ah, the young and stupid. Always mocking the experienced and brilliant. My contract went very well, I'll have you know. Tried a new spell. Little something I've been working on in my spare time. Came this close to turning that priest inside out. Damned messy.
And what of your latest, Arnbjorn? Something about a Khajiit. Merchant, was it?
Oh, a big doggy chasing a little kitty. How adorable.
I am not adorable, it was not funny, and he wasn't a merchant. He was a Khajiit monk, a master of the Whispering Fang style. But now he's dead, and I have a new loincloth.
Yep, it's totally cringe, but I do love it.
So you're the newest member of our dwindling, dysfunctional little family. I've heard quite a bit about you.
How? How could you possibly have heard quite a bit about me? All I've done is kill one boy.
You're the newest member of our dwindling, dysfunctional little family. Save the niceties for now. I have no intention of getting invested in someone who may be dead tomorrow. If you're still breathing in a few weeks, I'm sure we'll be the best of friends.
I'm sure I'll be your gosh darn boss.
Did she now? Well, as it turns out, there are a few lingering contracts we haven't had the chance to complete just yet. And more, dribbling in from time to time. I'll assign them to you as they become available, to be completed at your leisure. It is. These aren't particularly glamorous assassinations, I'll be honest. Don't pay much either. But they'll keep you busy. Just do them as you're able. There's no real time limit. The targets aren't going anywhere. You can turn each one in as it's completed, or wait and turn in the whole group when all the targets have been eliminated, whichever works for you. Well then, let's get started. I've got 3 available right now. Your targets are the beggar Narfi, an ex-miller named Enodius Papias, and Baytild, a mine boss. When you've completed all those, see if I might have some more.
I think I have to do all of these before I have a job. I feel bad for killing Narfi. Narfi's a really tragic character, to be honest. So I do always feel a little bit guilty.
Death, my friend. I salute you.
Right, now, where is... Ah, there it is. I knew there was a word wall in here somewhere. Well, I happen to know that I've got, like, loads of Dragon Souls, and I should have gone to Magic that time. So, let's look at Shout. How many Dragon Souls do I have? 14. I don't need that. I'm going to unfavorite that. I don't know why that's a favorite. I mean, it's interesting, but I don't need that. Never use that. Fear and Run. Gem Vitality. That's not bad, but... Oh, do you know what? I reckon that one would be quite good for being really fast with the sword. I always use the same sort of things. Let's try something different for once. In fact, let's take that off as well. Armor and life force are weakened. Alright, yeah, okay. Let's favourite that, and let's equip it, why not? We'll take that off. Have I ever actually successfully summoned Durnavir? I don't think I have. What do I have to do to... Oh, I probably have to complete the main quest a little bit to get the rest of Whirlwind Sprint. Oh, actually I do. I only get the rest of that, I think, when I, No. No. Oh. I'm gonna have to check that. Where on earth do I get the rest of Whirlwind Sprint? I should have that by now, surely. Mind you, I'm doing things all higgledy-piggledy and not the order I normally would. Right, okay, that's the coolest stuff here. We've got not much else going on. Is there anything? No, let's just
I'm afraid I don't have a primary contract for you yet.
Right, so, yes. I do love it when you step close and you can hear that heartbeat noise that's just going on. It's really cool, really creepy. Right, so we have joined the Dark Brotherhood. We've killed 4 people. I won't say they're innocent because Grell of the Kind is innocent, and I never even bothered to talk to those people this time, although I often do. It doesn't really matter because at least one of them has to die, and I just murdered all 3. Why not, for expediency's sake? Right, should I go ahead and just kill all 3 now, or save that for next time? I kind of want to change Ursula's look. Yes, we are an absolute badass, and this suits Ursula down to the ground, but I quite fancy I know this is like the best armor in the game. Is it worth going to change my look for something a little different? I am not convinced, 100% convinced, but I think I downloaded a mod to get some sweet looking Daedric style Assassin's Guild armor, which will still let me play the heavy armor role but look slightly more badass. I never did find one for the Xbox that did the same for the Thieves Guild, or I would have downloaded that to get heavy Thieves Guild armor. It doesn't really make sense for Thieves Guild since you're supposed to be sneaky, and yet in the Assassin's Guild you are also supposed to be sneaky. But I'm gonna see if I can get something cool just to change the look. I'm a little bored of seeing this thing every time. It's at least when you're playing light armor, they're all roughly the same level, and you can you get so many unique light armor sets, not heavy armor sets, but light armor sets. That aren't rubbish, because like when it comes to getting unique heavy armor sets, like say when you join the Imperials or Stormcloaks, you get some heavy armor, but it's not very good. Yeah, so I feel like changing up my look before I carry on with the Thieves Guild stuff. Potentially, we'll see if I can find anything. But yeah, it's short and sweet. Just a bit of murder. And next time we're gonna crack on and kill. I mean, Nafir. Is it Nafir, the beggar? He is arguably the only innocent person. Like, he's a crazy beggar who lost his sister. I don't think I've done the quest to retrieve his sister's necklace to try and bring him some sort of closure, and I'm not going to, because I don't want him to be sympathetic, because I have to kill him. So yeah, so I've got to kill at least one innocent person. The other two, that's neither here nor there. We'll figure that out. Batilde, the mine boss, she's up in Dawnstar. What was the other one? Like the X-Miller? Don't actually remember that one off the top of my head, but I'm sure we'll figure out a way. And I'm actually, even though I just said it earlier about maybe potentially role-playing as using magic to kill everything, doesn't really make a lot of sense. Don't have a lot of points in magic. Urzra is a badass orc. Maybe let's use some more physical hands-on methods. Potentially using magic is useful, especially if I can get some of the enchantments. Maybe if I get the right enchantments onto the right armor set, that could be very, very useful. But we'll play that by ear. But yeah, no, I've been excited, looking forward to this. I do somewhat enjoy the Assassin's Guild, and certainly the little missions, they're nothing. They're neither here nor there. I do love Cicero. He's annoying, but I do love him, and he's certainly smarter and better than Astrid in almost every way. Astrid annoys me. I think she's one of the dumbest characters in the game. Her motivations and her methods of thinking, there's no clever thinking. There's no logical thought process. She's a narcissist. She's got to be in control of everything. She's micromanaging and disbelieving of the things that she purports to believe in, given that she's a member of the Assassin's Guild. And there's no redeeming her as a character. First time I met Astrid, she was cool. I loved her. I thought she was amazing. And then you play the guild questline, and then you're like, yeah, no, you're kind of dumb. So I still enjoy the quests. It's real fun to play, and I love where we take the Assassin's Guild in the end. Haven't decided exactly how I'm going to play out the ending, but I'm leaning very much towards a certain way. So we'll save that for later. But at least we've started now. So that's what we'll be doing for the next few episodes. Can't remember how quickly I'll be able to do them all, but we're certainly going to rush through them as much as possible. So thanks for joining me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed watching as much as I've enjoyed playing as ever, and I'll see you next time, where hopefully we'll have Urzra looking a bit more assassiny. Is that a word? It is now. Thanks for watching. Ta-ta for now.